Welcome back guys to our DSC challenge series. In this particular phase of the series, we are looking at the questions on graphs. So let us see our today's question. Our today's question is based on topo sort. So let us read the question first of all. There is a group of n people labeled from 0 to n minus 1 where each person has a different amount of money and a different level of quietness. We are given with n people and the indexing is zero based indexing, so the people are named from 0 to n minus 1. Each person has a different amount of money as well as a different level of quietness. So we are provided with two arrays. One array tells about the money and second array tells about the quietness. We are also given an array richer, where richer at the index of I is equals to AI BI. This indicates that AI is richer than BI. That is, AI has more money than BI. And also an integer array quiet, where quiet at the index of I is the quietness of the ith person. The data given to us is logically correct. That is, data will not lead you to a situation that x is richer than y as well as y is richer than x at the same time. So it's logically correct data which is provided to us. Now the main thing, what we need to return. We need to return an integer array answer, where answer at the index of x is equals to y. If y is the least quiet person among all the person who definitely have equal to or more money than the person is. So let me explain you the question with the help of an example first of all. See, we are given with the two arrays. One array is your richer and second is your quiet. For identifying the total number of nodes in our array, what we are going to do, we are going to find the quiet dot size. So in this particular question, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the size of the array quiet. So our nodes are, if the size is 8, so our nodes are labeled from 0 to 7. I hope you are understanding. The nodes are labeled from 0 to 7. So node 0 has a quietness of 3. Node 1 has a quietness of 2. Node 2 has a quietness of 5. Node 3 has a quietness of 4 and so on. In this quiet array, the quietness of each and every node is defined, which is clearly mentioned. Integer array quiet, where quiet at the index of I is the quietness of the ith person. Now the richer. What is the richer array denote? 1, 0. It means 1 has more money than 0. 2, 1. 2 has more money than 1. 3, 1. 3 has more money than 1. 3, 7. 3 has more money than 7. So in this way, richer array is telling us about the money, that which person is richer than whom. So I hope that you are getting my point. What is the significance of the richer as well as a quiet? Now what we need to return? We need to return an array, which we need to return a vector answer in which answer at the index of x is equals to y. If y is the least quiet person among all the person who definitely have equal to or more money. So for identifying the zero, answer at the index of 0 will be what? First of all, we will need to calculate all the persons who are richer than 0, right? Among all the people who had definitely equal to or more money than the person X. So it means all the persons who are richer than 0. And among all those persons, we will find the most quiet person from this array of quiet. And then we will put answer at the index of 0 as our y. I hope it is clear to you. And this answer only we need to return in our particular question. So I hope the question is clear to you all. The main thing is this: we need to find all the persons who are richer than that particular index, and among all those persons, we need to find the most quiet person. So this is the question. Now let us see the approach of this question with the help of code. What we did first of all. First of all, we have calculated the size of quiet dot size, which is helping us to know the total number of nodes present in our graph. Now vector int ans n comma 0. This is the vector which we need to return, and initially we have taken all the values as 0. Then we have defined a stack. Why we have defined a stack, we will I'll tell you later. And then we have defined an adjacency list. Why adjacency list? Because we need to we are storing our values of graph in the form of an adjacency list. Now, what we did in line number 18 to 19. Answer at the index of y is equals to I. The array vector answer we have defined. Now we have initialized every index with its own value. Answer at the index of 0 equals to 0, answer at the index of 1 equals to 1, answer at the index of 2 equals to 2. Why? Because the question clearly says we need to tell the most quiet person among all the persons who have more money than the person X. But here the crisp is that among if all the persons who have more money than the person X, suppose in this case, uh, there are persons 1, 2 who has more money than 0, suppose. Now, and the quietness of 0 is already the least. So in this particular case, we are not going to update its value. That is why we have initially defined answer at the index of I with its own index. After that, we have iterated with the vector rich, and we have made one directed graph. That is adj vector 0 dot pushback vector 1. I, I hope you all know that topo sort is valid only on DAG, that is directed acyclic graph. So this directed graph will indicate that vec at the index of 0 is directed towards vec at the index of 1. That is means vec at the index of 0 has more money than vec at the index of 1. Then we have defined a visited array, and initially we have done all the values as false. Now we are iterating. For int I equal to 0 and less than n I plus plus, if it is not visited, then we are calling a function dfs. Now what we did in dfs, I told you that why we have defined a stack, because whenever we are performing a topo sort using the depth first search, the thing is we need a stack. So that is why we have defined a stack. Now we are performing in this particular case the topo sort. Topo sort means that this should come before this. Suppose A is directed towards B. So the A should come before B, and B is directed towards C. B should come before C. This is done by topo sort. So visited at node equals to true. Then we will iterate through all its node. And if its child is also not visited, then we will call the DFS. Otherwise, we are going to push it in our stack. Stack is based on last in, first out. So which element will come at the last? The one which is gone at the end. So after this is over, we will have something in our stack of order. So while not equal to order.empty, int node equals to order.top, then we will pop that element out. For auto child, then we are adj at the index of node. Now we are checking the main condition. Now in this child array, what will happen? All the persons who have more money than that person will come. And we will check the quiet. Quiet ANS child is greater than quiet ANS node. Then we will update the value. And at the end, we will store. And after that, we will return the vector answer. So I hope the question is clear to you all. If the question is clear, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.